I was supposed to be out 21 days and home for 3, right? That was the agreement we had. And I was out 9 weeks straight. And every load I got after my 21 days was like, hey, man, if you run this load, we got one on the other end that'll get you home, right? And every time, magically, it never worked. And then I was on one load. And when it finally all wrapped up, right, I was up in New Jersey. And they're like, hey, man, we got a load coming into Jersey that's going to run down to Jacksonville, because I live in Florida at the time. And they're like, it's going to run down to Jacksonville, but it's not there and ready yet. So maybe you could do some local work for us. I'm like, sure, man, I'll do some local work, right? And I'm running around. I did local work for 3 or 4 days. And it was fine, man, whatever. I paid a couple bucks and I was happy. And I was a company driver at the time. So then it comes down to the day that they're like, hey, by the way, your load's ready, but here's a problem, man. If you don't have the hours to run it, it's got to be there like overnight, bro, from Jersey to Jacksonville. I'm like, look, if you ain't staring at my satellite, I'm just saying I can make it, right? Because this was my load home, and I've been out 9 weeks, and I'm done. I'm over it. I'm pissed. I just need to get home and see my people. My kids were little, and I just need to see family and people who love me, right? And they're like, well, all right, man, but if you can't make it, we're gonna have to turn you down there in North Carolina. We're going to have another truck come over, snatch your load, and you're going to take his load to California. I'm like, look, you just back off and leave me alone. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, and I'll make it. So I ran down to the North Carolina border from New Jersey, and I pulled off on that on-ramp, off-ramp, on-ramp. I was on the on-ramp side, and took me a nap, fixed my new logbook, and headed down the road and made it to the customer 2 hours early. While I'm sitting there getting unloaded, I get a message on that nasty old Qualcomm with like the 2 lines of block little dot text anyhow. And they're like, we've noticed that you are in violation of logs. We tracked you all the way from New Jersey and you did not take a proper break. So you need to turn the truck off there at the customer as soon as you're done unloading, right? And do not operate that truck for 24 hours reset. I was like, the hell you say? I'm going home. They're like, if you move that truck, we'll call law enforcement, tell them what you did, and have you removed from that truck physically. I said, you know what? Okay. So I didn't move the truck. I reset the truck, finally went home, and was doing my 9 days since I was out for 9 weeks, right? Like day 3, man, they started hounding me on the phone. Hey, man, we got a load. We need you to come out. No, bro. Well, every week I'm out, I get a day off. I'm doing 9 days, pound sand. Next day, hey, man, we got a load. We really need to come out. We need to get that truck making some money. I'm like, look, it's not my problem, man. I did my 9 weeks. I'm taking my 9 days. Eventually, they wore me down. I was like, the hell with it. I'm going to get out there and I'm just going to run. This is like day 5 or 6 or something like that. I'm just going to go. And I got in the truck. I loaded it all up. I'm like pissed off and just angry. And I started to pull out of my driveway there in Plant City, Florida. And I thought to myself, is this really what I want to do? Am I really going to let these people control my life? I was like, the hell with this. I backed back in the spot. I hit the horn. I opened the passenger door and I started throwing all my crap out of the truck. Told my wife, Rosie, I said, hey, meet me over at the terminal over there in Winter Haven. And I may be needing a ride home. Right. So I drive the truck over to Winter Haven and I go inside and I'm like, hey, driver leader, dude, here's the deal. I don't like this. I don't like your company. I don't like the way you guys work your people. And I'm out, bro. Here's your keys. I'm done. He says, hey, wait a minute. I'm going to give you a brand new Volvo and I'm going to give you a 5 cent per mile raise right here, right now on the spot. I might even give you another little bonus on top of that. I said, hey, driver leader, dude, can you tell me this one thing? Can you look me in the eye as a man and tell me you're not going to lie to me not one more time? He said, I can't tell you that. He's like, that's half my job, man. I got to say whatever I got to say to keep you guys running. I said, you know what? That's exactly right. You can pound sand. I did not say it that night. Tossed the keys, turned around, walked out, didn't look back, said, the hell with trucking. This is stupid. Spent a little time not driving and thought, you know what? I'm going to give it a shot. Did some research, found out Swift was going to, electronic logs and you wouldn't be able to fudge and all this other stuff. And I said, man, that's where I'm going to go. I applied to Swift. I came to Swift in 2008, November 7th of 2008. And I've been here ever since.